Good day, subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am Jeremy. This is the Financial Education Channel, and today we're looking at a $20 bill, and we're going to learn how to spot a $20 fake, guys. So, I'm the king of cash. I worked in the convenience store industry for several years. And not just the convenience store industry, I worked at super high volume stores in which my hands would directly touch $50,000 plus of cash per week. I worked as a manager for a company named Kwik Trip. At Kwik Trip, the managers actually run the register, which is different for pretty much every other retailer in the world. So I was directly touching ridiculous amounts of cash on a weekly basis, tens of thousands of dollars. What that gave me is an ability like no other to be able to spot a fake 20, a fake any type of bill. And the amount of funny money I've spotted over time is absolutely ridiculous. Now, it's very important in this day and age that you guys know how to spot fake bills because it's never been easier to spot fake bills because of some of the advances in technology and some of the price points people can get it, things like that. And the fact that nowadays we have apps like WhatsApp, Craigslist websites, some of these places where you're going to sell stuff private party to somebody else and they're going to bring you some cash over and you got to know, is this real or not? It's something you should absolutely pay attention to before you ever get that transaction done, because I've known people that have done transactions on Craigslist, sold a flat screen TV for $300. They get the $300 worth of 20s in their hand. They go to the bank, they go to cash them in, and the teller tells them, hey, these are all fake. These aren't even real. And what? No way. And then they're out the money because they don't have any clue where the other person lives or whatever. So it's very important to spot fake 20s, fake anything, guys. So let's run through this today. And then at the end, I'm actually going to show you guys also how to count money fast, because it's funny. The way most people count money, it's kind of hilarious to me. There's such an easier way, and I'll show you guys that, as far as 20s go at least. So the first thing I'm looking at is a 20. We got a front and we got a back. Both sides are equally as important. And I would say the back side's even more important. The reason being is most counterfeiters, they're going to think to mainly pay attention to the front. Because guess what happens when you give money to somebody else? You usually give it front facing. You usually don't give a 20 to somebody with the back facing like this. Usually you give it with the front facing like this. And then they look at it, or whatever. Maybe they don't even look at it. Maybe they just put it in their register. Maybe they just take it for the transaction you're doing with them, whatever. But the bottom line is you're going to get that 20. So a lot of counterfeiters pay attention to the front, but it's also important we pay attention to the front. So the first thing I look for out of everything, is right here under Mr. Jackson's shirt. Is Jackson on the 20? I don't even know who's on the bills, honestly. I know a lot about cash, but I don't know who's on the bills. Who the heck is on the 20? I don't know. It might be Jackson. I'm not even sure. So anyways, right here along the shirt line is a textured part. This is very hard to fake. I've never seen a fake dollar bill, $5 bill, $10 bill, $20 bill, whatever. I've never seen a fake that has this part textured. Never ever, guys. Never ever. So that's the first thing you want to take. Take your fingernail, even if I have hardly any fingernails, it doesn't matter. You can just scrape this. If you do not feel the textured feel, it's probably a fake. I mean, I guarantee you it's a fake. If you do over here, it's just a paper feel. There's no textured at all. But when you go to this shirt, all over here, this is all textured stuff. So you're going to want to take your fingernail, do that. If you don't feel that texture, it's a fake. I can guarantee you that. There's no 20 or 10 or 5 or whatever that doesn't have that textured feel, especially the 20. So that's going to be the first move you want to make. The next move you're going to want to make is then you're going to want to put it up to a light. In this part, I'll probably show you guys a picture of one. You'll see in the background on the left-hand side a spot that says 20 USA, 2020, 2020, a line that goes through it. This is almost impossible for counterfeiters to fake. It's almost unrealistic for them to have this type of ability. This is basically in actually the bill, and you can only see it in the light. If you hold a 20 like this, I can't see that 20 marking anywhere. If I hold it like this, I can't see it. But as soon as you put it up to the light, there it is, right on the left-hand side, 2020 USA. It is extremely hard to fake if you're a counterfeiter. So that's the next thing I look at. The next thing I'm looking at is just basically the overall proportion of the bill. Poor counterfeiters, you'll be surprised. Some of them don't even make the bills long enough. I've seen people, unfortunately, take fake 20s, 5s, whatever, where actually the bill is like this big. It's not even the proper size. So you're going to want to look at, does the bill look like a proper sized bill? Pay attention to that. How is the framing around the bill? Things like that. Sloppy counterfeiters, which there are a lot of sloppy counterfeiters, they will not even do that properly. So now I pay attention to the backside. Now what I'm looking for on the backside is on, say, the back of the 20, and you guys probably won't be able to see this, but you can, if you have a 20 at home, you can take a look. There's tons of little yellow 20s located all over the bill on the backside. Little yellow 20s all over the bill. That's what I like to look at on the backside. Another thing that's ridiculously hard to fake. But some people do fake it, but it's very few and far between. A ton of yellow 20s all over the back, just randomly. If there's no little yellow 20s in the back, it's probably a fake, guys. And the last thing I'm looking for on the back of the bill at this point is just the proportions on the White House and things like that. You know, is it centered properly? You'd be surprised. Some people, you know, have a little teeny picture of the White House, like over here to the side. It's really pathetic. So just pay attention to the proportions and things like that. One last thing I like to look at on the 20 is actually on the front. And basically, here you have a 20, 20, 20. Here, this 20 down here in the right bottom, this is not a blank 20 like these other ones. This is actually multicolored. And this one is once again textured. So you can once again do the fingernail thing. If someone ever was to fake all these things, it would be impossible. I've never ever seen it. I mean, maybe it's possible. I highly doubt it would be possible for any faker to ever fake those type of things, guys. It's, I mean, unless it was they have like an in with the U.S. government or something and have like the same technology the U.S. government has, maybe they could do it like that. It's almost impossible. So that's how you fake. That's how you see if you have a fake 20. Generally, right off the bat. The textured feel, it's gonna 99% of the fakes don't have that, so you're gonna be able to say that's not real right off the bat. Step number 2 is the 20s USA going down the back. If it doesn't have that, then it's fake. So now if somebody fakes the textured or the fake 20 in there, that's like less than 0.00001% of the fakes out there. Then when I go to the backside, and the chances they're going to have all those little yellow 20s in there, very slim. The chances that all the proportions are going to be in there, almost impossible. And the last part is the multicolored 20 in the bottom right-hand corner. So that's how you spot a fake 20. Now let's talk about how to count cash and count it fast, because this is how I see most people count it. 20, 40. They lick their fingers, which is disgusting. Who the freak licks their fingers and talking cash? 60. $80, $100, $120, $140, $160, $180. It's like, holy smokes, come on now. So there's a much easier way of doing it. One, it's not normal to count 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, so on and so forth. That's an unnatural thing to do. We're used to counting things like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So that's exactly what we do. So what I like to do is I like to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down. This is my pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down. So I'm basically making piles of hundreds, right? So let's just count all this up and we'll see. I have no clue how much money this is. We'll count it up and we'll see what we get at the end of it, and we'll count the piles and we'll go through the whole process, okay? 20, 40, 60. Oh, I just made a mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. This one goes over here because this is not a completed one. So we got 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. And $40. $940 here, random amount. And that's how you count money fast, guys. That is how you do it. That's how you do it. Now, let's see if I was accurate. I'll count it up again. We'll count it slow just to see, you know, maybe you guys don't think I was accurate there, or maybe I screwed up along the way. This will be just to prove to you. And once again, I've never ever counted this money. I have no clue how much was here until right now. So let's count it slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 940. That's how you count money fast, is how you spot a fake 20, guys. I hope you enjoyed this today. It's important just to know this because you don't want to get scammed out there. You don't want to get ripped off when someone's trying to give you cash and you get a big bunch of fake money that's not even real, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this today. Hit a thumbs up if you did. And you know what, guys? Have a great day.